It's a joy to be with you all today. I've had the pleasure of meeting some of you already. For those that I haven't met yet, it's just a matter of time. I am AKUAMOAH from Ghana, but today I'm joining you from Kenya. And what an honor it is to be among people who truly believe in Opportunity International's work and the families that we serve. So today's webinar is about impact, how our work transforms lives in measurable and meaningful ways. Our North Star guides us in everything that we do, helping our clients with joy and hope, resilience, and opportunity. So as you walk through the 2025 Impact Report, you'll be seeing a lot of figures, percentages, and numbers. That kind of reporting matters, especially for an international, global, non-for-profit like ourselves. But behind every data point is a mother, a father, a farmer, a teacher, and a school leader. I invite you to see our work through their eyes, to picture the people I meet in my line of duty. I'm talking about my line of duty. My role gives me a very rare advantage, a bridge between two worlds that most times do not interact. Clients at the last mile, most times it's a farmer, it's a mother, a quiet kind of courage against very harsh realities. That mother might be juggling 2 or 3 entrepreneurial activities and also living on a farm where sometimes it's not yielding the kind of produce that she envisages, but at the same time having hope and trying to put her children through school. At the first mile, you have our financial and tech partners in their very glassed wall rooms. There will be ideas on whiteboards, there will be solutions being built, and there will be a spreadsheet somewhere. The first mile conversations are exciting for me. The possibilities in terms of innovations abound. But if I'm really honest with you, the heart of my work is in the last mile, walking with farmers in their field, sitting with entrepreneurs in the market, talking with school leaders and teachers in their classrooms. That is where I see our work, listening, identifying pain points and strengths, and together designing solutions that move families out of poverty. Personally, this is the why behind my work. I see myself as standing in the gap between those two worlds, to turn first mile innovation into last mile transformation, to make sure digital innovation reaches the people who need it the most. A few months ago, together with my colleagues, we lived a small piece of what our farmers live every day. After an Opportunity International training, our field team, including FSAs, got stranded behind a flooded riverbank. As time transpired and we realized we will not be able to cross, we scrambled to find safe accommodation, especially for the mother and her child in our group. Baby food and diapers became priority. Once everybody was safe for the night, the back seat of the car became my bed. There wasn't enough room for all of us. Laying down that night, sleep eluded me. I felt the weight of extreme weather conditions that our clients face, and I witnessed why time is not on our side, especially in terms of bringing digital tools that will transform lives. But in spite of all of these challenges, our commitment to providing solutions that come from the lived experiences of those that we are privileged to serve is at the core of who we are as an organization. An example of our core design solution coming from our farmers' concerns about lack of access to critical agronomy to help them make informed decisions is our Farmer AI, a digital tool that empowers farmers with timely, accurate information. So now in Malawi, Ghana, Rwanda, Uganda, the DRC, and Nigeria, as of 2025 year end, around 260,000 farmers had access to our Farmer AI tool through 1,400 farmer support agents, and 2/3 of them have reported increased yields. We continue to find the digital tool, but we are also very, very excited to report some progress. Let me introduce you to Grace, who has been using our farmer AI tool, Ilongizi, since 2024 from Malawi. Watch this.
Ineyo dzina langa ndine Grace Kasunda, nimakhala mudzi muno mwakarayira ti echiseka boma la Lilongwe. Ineyo ndine mulimi ndithu ori ndidamba pakanthawi pafupifupi zaka 30 zadutsa ndithu ndili pa ulimi umenewu. Ndili ndi ana anga 6 ndipo ana awiri ali ku masukulu a sekondale kumene timalipira ndalama. Koyambiliraku ndimatha kulima koma ndimangolima umangoononga mphamvu zanga osakololapo kanthu. Mwina ntalima 4 acres umapezeka zone kuti chimanga umakolola marumba 14 umafulira pafupi chimanga umagwidwa ndi mbalale usona zokwati kodi ndipita kuti. Koma panopa numatha kukolola kwambiri. Numakuchokera 2024 pamene ndayamba ndalowa nawo nditamva za ulangizi wa AI ndidapeza zonena kuti ulimi wanga wasintha, umoyo wangaso warani wasintha. Panopa nimatha mati ntakulima 4 acres ija numatha makolola ndithu chimanga chambiri ndithu. Koma chaka chino cha 2026 ndipitira so pamenepo. Ineyo ndakuzirango ndivura ndirangorenga foni yanga kudabwanya kufunsa pompo numathula ndila mayankho zimene zina ndivura wawono ndilangiza ine tangotsarira zinthu zija zumatheka. Mori ulimi wanga wapita ndithu patsogolo, mori ineyo ndikumema anthu onse tiyeni ndithu titatenga nawo mbali pomvera ulangizi umenewu wa AI. Ineyo ndiye ndapindula kwathunthu.
Isn't Grace amazing? This is what the bridge looks like when the first mile brings its digital innovations and places gently in the hands of the last mile. Grace's story holds 2 truths for me. One, the power of human connection. We know that our digital tools alone cannot change lives. We need our farmer support agents to help us bring these tools to women like Grace. Secondly, the belief in women. We know from the statistics that most times women like Grace are left behind when it comes to accessing digital tools. But just look at how Grace has transformed not just only her life, but the life of her family as well. So as you step into the breakout rooms, I'm going to encourage you to please remember Grace. Remember her story. Carry her with you. You, our teams that are present here, especially those who are in the field, our partners and our donors, you make these opportunities possible. Asante sana, and thank you, everyone.